Lessons from Saint Charles Borromeo: Reform, Service, and Sacrifice. Saint Charles Borromeo's life is a story of unshakable faith and radical dedication to reform, charity, and service. Born into Milanese nobility and deeply connected to the influential Medici family, Charles could have easily chosen a life of wealth and comfort. Instead, he found his purpose in the church, answering the call to serve in ways that would transform both his life and the lives of countless others. Early life and the call to reform. Charles was thrust into a life of great responsibility early on. His uncle, Cardinal de' Medici, was elected Pope Pius IV in 1559 and appointed Charles, then still a layman, as cardinal deacon and entrusted him with the administration of the Archdiocese of Milan. Charles was not only a devout young man, but also a gifted student and intellectual, and these qualities did not go unnoticed. He became a close advisor to the Pope and eventually was appointed Secretary of State, where he wielded significant influence over Vatican affairs. Yet, while he managed political responsibilities with grace, Charles's heart remained focused on reforming the Church. The religious climate of the time was tense. The Protestant Reformation was in full force, challenging the Catholic Church's practices and teachings. In response, the Council of Trent had been convened to address these concerns, but political tensions frequently stalled progress. Charles's steadfast commitment to reform, however, was pivotal in keeping the council on track. His vision and persistence ensured that the council's work continued, resulting in essential decrees and doctrines that would reshape Catholic life and practice. Charles sacrificed his own comfort and ambitions, understanding the weight of this calling and the need for reformation at every level of church life. A journey of sacrifice and charity. Charles's journey was further shaped by a personal tragedy, the untimely death of his elder brother. Rather than accept his family's pleas to marry and carry on the lineage, he embraced his vocation, choosing the priesthood. He was ordained at the age of 25 and was consecrated bishop of Milan shortly afterward. He understood that leading Milan would mean more than just overseeing religious matters. It meant giving himself completely to the people and addressing the spiritual and moral decay he saw around him. Upon arriving in Milan, Charles found that both clergy and laity were in need of significant reform. To guide his clergy, he implemented strict regulations and held himself to the highest standards, believing that his life should serve as a model of the gospel in action. Charles sacrificed all luxury, living modestly and giving most of his income to the poor. His charity went beyond monetary gifts. He genuinely shared in the sufferings of others. During the devastating plague and famine of 1576, when many fled the city, Charles stayed behind. Day after day, he ministered to the sick, providing both physical and spiritual comfort. In an effort to feed 60,000 to 70,000 people daily, he borrowed heavily, putting his own financial well-being at risk to ensure no one went hungry. His compassion and dedication left a deep mark on Milan, as he embodied the Christian calling to love one's neighbor selflessly. Lessons and enduring legacy. Charles Borromeo's actions were rooted in his understanding of Christ's words, "I was hungry, and you gave me food. I was thirsty, and you gave me drink. I was a stranger, and you welcomed me." Matthew 25 verses 35 to 36. He saw the face of Christ in every person he served, and this conviction guided him throughout his life. He taught that genuine love for God could not be separated from love for neighbor. His life stands as a testament to the power of compassion, humility, and relentless dedication to faith and service. Life lessons from Saint Charles Borromeo. 1. Commitment to reform and integrity ***. Charles demonstrates that true reform begins within. He knew that he had to live by example, inspiring others to embrace a renewed faith by first committing to his own personal discipline and humility. 2. Unwavering compassion in service ***. Charles's dedication to serving the poor and the sick reflects the gospel's call to charity. In a time of crisis, he did not flee. He stayed and bore the burdens of his people, illustrating that real love is willing to endure hardship for the good of others. 3. Living with a Christ-centered perspective, Charles's life was a continual expression of seeing Christ in others, especially those suffering and marginalized. This perspective shaped his actions and choices, teaching us the importance of loving others with a pure heart and an eternal perspective. 4. Prioritizing spiritual leadership. Even with his noble lineage and influential family ties, Charles found his highest calling in guiding others spiritually. His life encourages us to value our faith and its influence above worldly status or wealth. The enduring influence of Saint Charles Borromeo. Saint Charles Borromeo's legacy is a shining example of what it means to live a life deeply rooted in faith, compassion, and purpose. His reforms had lasting impacts on the Church, revitalizing communities and bringing spiritual renewal. His life of sacrifice and unwavering dedication serves as a powerful reminder of the transformative power of humility, charity, and a relentless pursuit of holiness. The quotes from Saint Charles Borromeo: "Prayer is the beginning, the progress, and the complement of all virtues. We are all weak, I confess, but the Lord God has given us means with which, if we wish, we can be strengthened with ease. It is impossible for you to keep yourself chaste if you are not continually vigilant over yourself, because negligence brings about the loss of chastity very easily." Title options. 1. Saint Charles Borromeo, A Life of Unwavering Faith and Compassion. 2. Lessons from Saint Charles Borromeo, Reform, Service, and Sacrifice. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. God bless you.